International trade experienced a significant decline in 2020, although rebounded strongly in 2021. Surpassing pre-pandemic levels, post-pandemic distress and persistent supply chain bottlenecks, for example in the Russia-Ukraine standoff, have offered more ground to address this. A high-level meeting between Africa and the Middle East is, however, expected to offer resolution to the crisis, as the Private Sector Forwarders Association area on expressed concern over bottlenecks while giving insight into the freight and forwarding sector.
Whether it's agriculture, mining or manufacturing. Without logistics, the cost goes up. Without logistics, we become inefficient as an economy. Therefore, this is a critical theme. It is a critical meeting, whether you're a player directly or a supplier, such as insurance, financial service providers, others directly involved, like the shipping lines, transporters, importers, exporters, manufacturers. Everybody needs logistics in their supply chains.
Growth of the freight and forwarding industry hasn't come on a silver platter, with hurdles spanning from years back to the HIV/AIDS epidemic in the 70s, to the recent impact of COVID-19, the Russia and Ukraine conflict, and the natural disasters. Currently, the industry is also grappling with the disruptive influence of artificial intelligence, which poses a threat to job opportunities.
Can I show you one of the things that really affected our industry regionally was HIV/AIDS. Most of the drivers that were there in the 70s and 80s, they are all gone because of AIDS. And because of their habits. Imagine a man has to travel all the way from Mombasa to Bujumbura, and he has to stop in Naruwerere, stop in Riantonde, stop. So wherever they were stopping, they wanted to socialize. I mean, it's a very hard work driving that truck at that speed. They talk about 2,000 plus kilometers. So they got engaged in this, and definitely HIV claimed what it did. And then, of course, came the COVID. Automating everything at the port. So you can imagine the crane that is supposed to pick the containers from the ship is automated. They have set up the system. There is no human being. It picks a container, puts it on a truck has no driver. And they go and stack all that containers in a port, which normally has 2,000-3,000 people working. Now you have no human being there. There is one facility by the Amazon in Singapore. It is the size of 49 football pitches. But in that facility, there isn't a single human being. What do? You call them and you make an order. I want 5 kilos of sugar, 10 kilos of potatoes, blah, blah. And within 5 hours, that consignment, whatever you have ordered, that order will be at your place where you have ordered it from. And there is no human being involved. Where are we going? Trucks are delivering cargo from the west coast of America to the east coast without a driver and a turnboy. A truck is
Amidst the competitive landscape of the Africa Continental Free Trade Zone area, concerns arise regarding inadequate infrastructure, non-compliance with the EAC Custom Union protocols, and the absence of harmonized standards. To ensure sustainable supply chains, stakeholders advocate for a self-regulation bill to expedite the progress in the region.
Right now we are talking about continental free trade, but we have to be positive and see what to do. But right now, I think it's coming too fast before we address the issues that, like you are asking, like the infrastructure. We really wish to trade, and the tradable goods are there and they are ready. But when you think of how they will get to a sweet potato from here to even Durban, by the time it gets there, will it be affordable? That's because of the infrastructure.
Nice. I think that's what even Mr. Kaleba was saying. We are East African community mostly in words, But when it will come to practice, we remain different. And that's why, even in Kenya, our milk goes, today it is accepted, our maize is accepted, then tomorrow they say it has aflatoxins. How do we ensure that, we can control that? The only way to do it would be to have unified standards and maybe a coordination body of the standards bodies. And I'm told it is being done, but I think the solution is fast-tracking that process. So that when you are exporting to Kenya or Sudan or wherever, you know the agency that has cleared you is recognized the other side, and you want to be your cargo.
There, we are told each truck has to pay $100 to enter, and that is for a year, but $70 every entry. 2 days after we had left and we had thought we had signed all the documents necessary. So we called the minister, he said, I don't know about it. He said, let me find out from Foreign Affairs. He called Foreign Affairs. They didn't know about it. They called Trade. They didn't know about it. And eventually they found that it was actually the Department of Traffic in the police force that had come up with that. So they come up with a decision that is affecting another country. They are members now of the East African community. The rules and regulations that govern the community don't allow that. It has to go through the bilateral.
The Regional Association of Middle East and Africa represents a network of more than 1,000 freight forwarders across 30 countries in the region. Additionally, FIATA, the international body consisting of 4,000 freight forwarders in 150 countries, plays a crucial role in promoting the interests and facilitating the global movement of goods. Amidst the Russia-Ukraine war, container shipment costs witnessed a significant increase ranging from $9,000 to $12,000 US. Ronah Nahabwe, SMART24 TV, Business Today.